Hey guys, happy Saturday. Oh my gosh, I am so excited to be sitting down and filming this video for you guys. I have in my hands the newest launch from Nomad Cosmetics. So if you guys are interested in seeing some swatches, hearing my thoughts, then just keep watching. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I love eyeshadow palettes, especially indie eyeshadow palettes. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, if you like to see tan girl friendly makeup, if you like to see swatches on my skin tone, then this is the place for you. Highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, you guys, I'm so excited. I don't know how Nomad keeps like topping themselves with these color stories and these packaging ideas, but I am so blown away by this new palette. So if you guys skipped the Instagram post and went straight to YouTube to see all your favorite YouTubers post about the Royal Europe palette, well, I am sure you are not disappointed. How stunning is this packaging? I did film some close-ups and swatches and all of the things, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw all of that on the screen right now while we talk about this palette and the theme and all of the goodies. A Royal Europe palette. The destination, from Versailles to Buckingham, a collection of royal palaces and castles span across Europe, each full of family jewels, palatial rooms, and heirlooms of bygone eras. Uniquely different in their expansive estates, imposing architecture, and precious treasures, they all are impressive destinations that create a sense of awe and inspiration. The color story. Jewels and gems fit for a royal. Collection of 10 luxurious mattes in opulent jewel tones of amber, emerald, and sapphire, amethyst, and ruby, highlighted by 5 dazzling new multichromes that add a spectacular, ornate touch. The cause. We are proud to support UNESCO World Heritage Center that protects and preserves precious heritage sites around the world. This palette launches Tuesday, March 28th at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which will be 11 a.m. Central Time, I believe, in my time zone. And if you guys want to save some money, you can use my code KHMAKEUP on the Nomad website. That is an affiliate code, so I will make a commission. And full disclosure, this palette was gifted to me from Nomad Cosmetics, so I'm very, very excited to dive into it. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the close-ups. I am like dying over this palette. It's so beautiful. I literally DM'd the owner of Nomad and I was like, how am I supposed to swatch this palette? It's so gorgeous. It was literally painful, like physically painful for me to like ruin all the imprints on the pans, but oh my goodness, I just love this color story so much. I feel like I've been telling you guys how much I love jewel tones and I've just been like salivating over jewel tone mattes, and yeah, this is just like so good. 2023 has been off to such a good start with the makeup releases, so I'm very excited. I would like to do multiple looks with this palette, so we'll see how it goes. This is my first one that I'm sitting to film with, so yeah, I would like to do at least another look with this one before I end this video, but I feel like I have to go for the greens. You guys know me. I am a green fiend, so yeah, it's kind of laid out down this way. I swatch it from left to right, but if you just follow each row, I mean, you can pretty much create a really nice eye look down each row, but I definitely want to dip into this second row with the green, so I think that's going to be my first look. Okay, so I'm just going to grab a blending brush and I'm going to go into this shade called Willow Palace. Oh my gosh, I always butcher shade names, but this is like the perfect palette, especially with the coronation coming up. I literally dove like head first into, I don't even know what it's called, like UK royal, I don't know, there's like a whole genre. Listen, Nobody told me there's a whole genre on YouTube that's dedicated to making videos about the Queen and like Kate Middleton and Prince William and Meghan Markle and Harry, and I just like didn't even know. I used to be such a Diana fan. Like I was pretty young when Princess Diana was a thing, but I literally had a scrapbook because that's what kids in the 90s did. I had a scrapbook and I would cut out her picture when she was in like our newspapers, and I just had this humongous scrapbook of Diana, and I was like so sad when she passed away. And you know, I wanted to marry one of the princes. I never actually thought either of them was like super attractive. I guess I thought William was pretty hot in his teen years, but they were like a little bit older than me, so it wasn't like my era to have like crushes on them, but I just thought it was like so cool that they were like princes and all that jazz. But yeah, I was a huge royal fan. I did try to watch The Crown. I didn't ever actually like really get into it. And anyway, I got sucked into YouTube land of royal controversies, and I've just been like learning so much about what's going on with like, is it called Megxit? Oh my god, you guys, listen, I don't want to like stir up any pots because I know it's a sensitive topic, but I would love to hear your guys' take on this whole scandal, like with the royals, because I feel like everything I've consumed, like I've tried to consume the pros, the cons, Meg's side, Harry's side, the royal side. I've tried to consume like as much content as I can, but I definitely feel like I'm biased and skewed one way. So I would love to hear what other people think. Also, this is so random, but did you guys watch the new, what's his name? Chris Rock special on Netflix. So good. Anyway, sorry, I was on a tangent and I didn't want to stop to explain what I did, but I did add King's Room in the outer corner. But honestly, the contrast between the two shades is not a whole lot, so it just looks like I took the same shade and applied it all over my lid. So I'm gonna try and maybe go into this purple shade called Buckingham Palace, and I'm gonna put it on the outer corner. But if you guys can give your opinion in a respectful manner and not start any YouTube fights in the comments, I would love to hear everybody's take on this. Or even maybe you don't even care, because honestly, like I would have preferred not to get sucked into this because I don't care. But once you like start hearing about some of the stuff that's happened, it's like watching a really bad, you know how they say like it's like watching a train wreck. You're like, oh my god, like what is happening? And I know like my husband's family, he's from South Africa, but his heritage is British, so it's always very interesting to hear like the older men in the family talk about the royals. And like I'm from a country that was a British colony, so it's also very interesting, like my perspective. But yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling because if this is your first time on my channel, you're probably gonna think I'm a freak, but I just had to talk about it with someone. Okay, so for the lid shade, I think I want to try Imperial Crown and Royal Orb. I think I might do like a half and half deal because they're both kind of leaning with these like green shades. So let's start with Imperial Crown first. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I have been batch filming like crazy because I haven't had my babysitter come because she started a full-time job, and she was basically babysitting for me while she was getting her esthetician's school stuff done. So now she has a full-time job, and so we have less time with her, which, you know, it's understandable. But now I just have to like squeeze in filming time when Freya's down for a nap, and we're trying to get her back on her schedule. Oh my god, that color. So she like naps maybe for like 2 hours. So I gotta like hustle when she goes down. I gotta like go put away the dishes and like finish editing my videos and like run downstairs and film, and it's quite the thing. So that's why I'm like, I'm hoping I can get 2 looks done with this, but I think that at least I want to be able to film something, so have something to post on Saturday, which is when you guys will be watching this. But I just put Imperial Crown and Royal Orb all over my lid, and I'm like living. Oh, that is so pretty. Ah, this is like a great colorful palette that's like not complicated, and it's so pigmented too, which is so nice because I don't have to like fiddle with it, which I love. So yeah, this is the look. Let's do the lower lash line quick. I used one of the Kaleidos liners in my waterline. These liners are like gonna be so perfect with these multi-chromes if you have them. So just a little tip, but I did pick one that is more like purpley leaning. So I'm like, should I do a purple under eye? Because that could be kind of fun. And as per usual, it's also gymnastics day. So I try to keep it like a little bit tame usually, but okay. So for my lower lash line, I think I'm gonna keep it monochromatic and simple because I feel like with the actual multi-chrome, it's like popping on my skin tone right now. So I just found this really tiny pencil brush, and I'm just taking the green matte and running it on the lower lash line. This is such a fun palette. I'm so excited for Nomad. They always do such cool things. It's just so fun to see a brand making such progress. And the Valentine's palette was so gorgeous. And now we have this one. And I'm like really hoping I'm like fully recovered from Baby when their next launch comes around, because I've just been like measuring time by Nomad releases because they do a launch every couple of months, and that just makes me so happy that they're so consistent. I think that's wonderful. This is literally the tiniest brush in the world, you guys. I don't even know what brand this is from. Unit 126, I think that's the in-house brand for Beautylish. I will say I got quite a bit of fallout, so I'm going to have to dust that off with a powder, and then I'm going to take a clean pencil brush and just blend that lower lash line out a little bit. But yeah, it's kind of a simple look. I know I didn't do like the most, but the other day my husband left my daughter in my makeup room, and I was just letting her like dig through my palettes, and she definitely got her finger in some palettes. I was like, okay, whatever, it's fine. I thought I was pretty chill about it, but it wasn't like Pat McGrath or anything, you know, so I felt like I did a good job of being calm and collected. But I just threw a little bit of Imperial Crown into my inner corner, and I'm really liking how this is looking. So I'm gonna spray my face, throw on a lip, do something with this hair. You guys know how it works around here, and I'll be right back to show you guys the finished look. Okay, you guys, so here is the finished look. I had to pull out these very dramatic earrings. I was like, I need something that's gonna remind me of like the crown jewels. So I figured I'd go with these ones. And we got the blue shirt. I feel like I'm living for this look. Let me tell you really quick what else is on my face today. So I am wearing most of my Shop My Stash stuff. So my foundation is the KVD Good Apple foundation, and then the Urban Decay concealer that I'm trying to use up, and blush, bronzer, and highlight are all from ColourPop because they sent me some of their new permanent blushes, bronzers, and highlighters. So I will link the shades down in the description box for you guys. This lip shade is from Clionadh and it's the color Tundra. It comes in this white packaging, so it's from their latest lip launch that they did. And yeah, I just love this look so much. This is so me in like an eyeshadow look. I love the green, I love the multi-chrome, so I really like this look a whole lot. So this is look number 1 with the Nomad Royal Europe palette. So now let's go ahead and jump into another look. Okay, it's time to film look number 2, and I have another new product to show you guys, and this is launching today. So hopefully I get this video up before the launch time for you guys, but I was able to pre-order my besties eyeshadow brushes. So if you haven't heard, Angelica Nyquist here on YouTube has started her own line, and it's called Singe Beauty. This is the sticker. I'm going to keep that forever. And we got to pre-order her brushes. So I have them here with me, and I was like, I have to film with these brushes so I can show them to y'all. So we have 5 different brushes, and these are all synthetic and custom made. So the EO1 is a flat tapered brush. We've got the EO2, which is a medium fluffy brush. The EO3 is a bigger, slightly tapered fluffy crease brush. EO4 is the perfect brush to blend edges or apply color with precision. And then the EO5 is a small detail fluffy brush where you can precisely add colors to the crease or outer corner. So yeah, this is so exciting, you guys. This is her project. It's her own brand. It's funded by her. And so I am just so extremely proud to have these in my hand. And I think I already want another set because I just know these are going to be some of my favorites. So definitely check her video out. I will link her announcement video down below. And I will also put the launch time on screen just so you guys know. I think it's going to be 10 a.m. Central, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'll put it on the screen. I'll put everything in the description box. It's so exciting to be able to play with some new brushes as well as a new palette. So I am ready to dive in and create a second look. Okay, so today I'm feeling inspired to do like a purpley look. So I'm going to start off with this shade called the Ballroom, which is like a lighter purpley color. And I'm just going to put that on the crease. Now this is my second time playing with this palette, so the mattes are very pigmented. Highly recommend dusting off your brush before you put anything on your face so that you can avoid fallout. And yeah, that's just one tap into the shadow pan, a dust off, and you get that much pigmentation. So very pigmented palette. Okay, so now I'm going to use Angie's brand, Singe Beauty. I'm going to use the brush EO2, and I'm going to pack on the shade Buckingham Palace on the outer corner just to give it some depth. And if that shade isn't deep enough, then I'm going to try the more burgundy shade and see if that helps me out. And this is a pretty fluffy brush, so I'm trying to remember to really dust off the eyeshadow because I don't want a ton of fallout. I had a little bit more fallout with the greens when I played with this palette, so I'm trying to be a little bit mindful. This one is really a nice size because I'm really able to get into that crease and also really pack on that shade. So that's really nice. This is a very powdery matte formula. If I show you my pan here, you see there's a lot of kick up, and I'm not doing anything more or less than I would do with any other palette. So just keep that in mind and proceed with caution. Obviously, you can also just do your eyeshadow first. I like to have some foundation on because I'm filming YouTube videos. I used to always start with my eyeshadow first, but then I switched and I started putting foundation on first, and I've gotten so used to that routine now that it just works for me. But you can do it however you like. And I think if I wasn't filming for YouTube, I would probably just get used to doing my eyeshadow first. But there's pros and cons to both, so just kind of depends. But I did try to use this on the outer corner the last time too, and I feel like this brush is just doing a better job of really building up that shade versus how it worked out the last time I tried to use it. So that is a fun thing to report. Okay, so for my lid today, I think I'm going to use the shade called Royal Treasure. It looks like it's a green with a purple shift, so I thought that could be kind of a fun color to try out. So I'm going to use Angie's EO1, which is the precision kind of flat brush that she says you can use to apply metallics as well as mattes. And Angie's like a huge matte eyeshadow girl. She loves doing all matte looks, which is totally opposite for me, but you know, these are designed for multiple uses, so I'm excited. And yeah, this is really foiling that shade beautifully, and these metallics are so beautiful and so easy to foil as well. I actually wore the last look to my daughter's gymnastics class, and her coach was like, how did you get your eyeshadow like that? And I was like, oh, I just usually wet the eyeshadow, and I said it's a multi-chrome, so yeah, she was impressed, okay? And she's a makeup girl, so that made me really happy because she's like a lot younger than me, so I always get very excited when people that are younger than me like my makeup, because I feel like I am so old. And so I'm like, yeah, no, I'm into makeup. Like, I'm a little bit older, but I'm still into makeup, so it's always validating when somebody younger likes your makeup. I'm just gonna take Angie's brush and just go into that lighter purple shade and like build it up a little bit more, because I want the matte to kind of show a little bit more in the crease. I like to have like a really nice distance where my skin shows between the crease and the eyeshadow as well, and the brow bone, but I also like the color to be built up. Like, I don't know, I have this like place in my head where I want the shade to stop, and this is really helping me be precise. Okay, so Angie, I'm gonna be needing to order at least one more set, so I need to make sure that I actually follow my own reminder, because that was so nice and easy to do. Obviously there's other brushes I love too, but I'm so excited with these because Angie makes beautiful eyeshadow looks. So if I can become half as talented as her, I'd be happy. So I'm just gonna throw something on in the waterline and finish up the look, and then I'll probably just do like lipstick and stuff off camera, and I'll be right back to show you guys how I finished this off and tell you what products I used on my face today. Okay friends, so here is the finished look. My earrings are from Zara, and oh my gosh, I feel like they work so perfectly with this Royal Europe theme, so I decided to pair it with this look. I did end up using a different brush from the Singe set for my lower lash line, so I'm sorry I wasn't able to show you guys, but I did use the EO5 for the lower lash line. And I also pulled in this light blue shade called Palace of Versailles. So I think that just added like a really fun pop of color. And then I used the shade The Ballroom on the outer corner. I really like how this look turned out. I think it was a combination of the brushes I used and this palette just working so well together. The first look I felt like was a little bit more simple, but this one I feel like I had a lot of fun blending my shadows. So yeah, it really stood out. Let me tell you really quick what else is on my face today, because I did have some new products that I tried out as well. So my foundation is just my Gucci foundation. This is the new one, not the old version. And I wear the shade 310N in case you're wondering. Trying to use up these Urban Decay concealers just because I have so many of them. My bronzer today is from the Kaleidos palette. This is the Symphony Contour Trio in the shade Tan. I'm just wearing the bronzer shade from that. And then for blush today, my Ulta orders came in from the 21 Days of Beauty, and I did pick up the shade Butterfly from Benefit. So that is the blush I have on. It's so pretty. It's an orange blush with a glow to it. So I love it so, so much. And then for highlighter, I'm wearing the new Tarte Glow Tape highlighter. This is the shade Golden Glow. So yeah, I had fun playing with that. You guys know I'm kind of obsessed with all the blush tapes, the glow tapes, and the sculpt tapes. So yeah, I had to get that one. And then for the lip, I'm wearing from Florasis. This is the shade M2525. This is a little bit of a lighter nude than I usually like to do, but I just thought it would work well to put on a muted lip with this very fun look. So yeah, that is the finished look. Let me know which one was your favorite. Did you like the first look or the second look? Or maybe you like both? Just leave a comment down below. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this eyeshadow palette. So I really wanted to do multiple looks, and so far I've done 2. I'll probably do more, but I'm gonna try and edit this video and have it ready to go live when Nomad Cosmetics announces the palette. So yeah, at the time I'm making this video, I've tried this palette out twice and I'm really, really excited about it. I think it's such a fun color story. It is gonna be beginner friendly too. Also great for people that have been doing eyeshadow for a long time. If you guys know me, I love jewel tone matte shadows and I love multi-chrome, so this is just the perfect combination. And if you find this intimidating, what you can do is just work along the rows, because each of them have their own color story kind of laid out. I feel like that was kind of my first look, and then this one I feel like I played around a little bit and it worked out really well. So a very easy kind of go-to palette if you like to play with those dark tones. And yeah, I think this is such a good palette. I'm trying to think if I like this one more than the Valentine's palette that they did, and I can't decide just yet. I think I have to play with it some more, but I will say that the multi-chromes in this palette are perfect. They're not pressed hard, because I know they had a bit of a mishap with the Verona palette. I will say the mattes are definitely very powdery, so like I said when I was doing my eye look, just make sure you're dusting off your brushes or just do your eyeshadow first, whatever is your preferred technique. But yeah, this is a great palette. It's so beautiful. The packaging is 10 out of 10, so I'm very, very thankful to Nomad for sending this my way, and I will definitely play with it some more and keep you guys posted in my March rankings video, of course. And if you guys are planning on picking this palette up, I do have an affiliate code with Nomad Cosmetics. It's just KHMAKEUP, and you can use that anytime on their website to save a little bit of money. If you guys can think of anything else that I didn't cover in this video, let me know in the comments. You guys know I'm always reading your comments and trying my best to respond to y'all, so that's the best way to get in touch with me if you have any questions. I will have my Ulta Beauty video go up a little bit later today. I'm gonna have 2 videos today. I just wanted to prioritize this one because I know Nomad is announcing this palette today, so I want to have this video go up first, and the Ulta video will be up in a couple of hours. So just make sure you're checking back if you want to hear my thoughts on the final 7 days of the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you on Monday for another episode of New Makeup Monday. Bye for now.